Hi guys, my name is Gita Abiola Loyakunle. I want you to be watching Nastv Africa. They are giving premium content.
Shout out to Nastv Africa.
Nastv Africa. In Africa for Africa.
Not just the leadership, but the foot soldiers who are closer to the grassroots and who are closer to the MSMEs in Nigeria. A retreat, as the name implies, is an opportunity to go back, re-evaluate, re-strategize, and of course, re-energize the instruments that are delivering the deliverables. We are welcome to Kwara State, one of the first states created by General Murtala Mohammed after they started dismembering the regional government. It's one of the oldest 12 initial states and one of the most advanced states in terms of creation. In terms of creation, Kwara State has given back to prominent states like Kogi. That you know they are very, very popular. We are Nigerians and we will always be Nigerians. Let's start by got our independence in 1960, but Nigeria got our economic independence in the year 2003 with the creation of the Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria. Let's put our hands together. Usually, there were other instruments that were formed, that were created, but they've not been very developed. The African continent has a way of throwing money at problems, but it was discovered that if you truly want to solve issues, build the micro, small, and medium enterprises to a certain level that they will be able to create wealth, generate employment, earn foreign exchange, and cause rapid rural industrialization. And of course, Nigeria is lucky. We are one of the few countries that have a very, very fertile land mass. Like one of the Israelis once said, it seems God Almighty lives in Nigeria. In their own countries, they normally do what they call cross-fertilization, do soil testing and the rest before planting. Nigeria is the only country where a woman grinding tomato will pour water of tomato, and the next thing you see tomato germinating. Let's put our together for Nigeria. We're a country of 250 ethnic tribes. Our diversity is one of our strengths. There's a joke I normally share that ordinary goat business is enough to be a source of peacekeeping in Nigeria. Goat business, if we put more money in goat herding, Nigeria will be more peaceful. Ask me why. In Nigeria, goat herding, goat rearing is usually done in mass by the Hausa Fulanis. They do not like eating goat. They rear goats, but they do not like eating goat. If you want to get a Yoruba man very, very well, give him amala, abula, and goat meat. He'll be smiling all through. What do they call it? Ogufe. There is no delicacy Yoruba man likes like the goat meat because there is that aroma odor that they like so much. If you really want to actually address an Igbo man very well in the evening, just give him the head and the leg of the goat alone. They will pound it and call it what? Isewu. Goat is a unifying factor in Nigeria. Let's put it together for goats. May God allow our goat business to continue to thrive. I have one of my senior colleagues here. In one time, he actually got a proposal. They call it Wonder Goat. Mr. Ross will relate. Wonder Goats was a proposal that was brought into Smedan that in Kenya they could multiply goats. The proposal was almost in the light of the day, but Nigeria didn't allow it to happen. So we are already there and we'll get there. Smedan over the time got lucky because we were blessed with various director generals, from the one that actually conceived the conception of Smedan, it to his corporate headquarters in 35 Port Harcourt Crescent, developed a blueprint called business support centers that facilitated the opening of various state offices. Then there was also business information centers. We are supposed to have 774 offices in all the local government. That DG took so many young officers to India. That DG took so many to various countries to develop MSMEs in Nigeria. At our exit, another DG came up with a very master blueprint that saw that the state government should be allowed to do more. We saw Smedan also moving towards giving the state government more role. At the exit of that DG, we also had another Director General that saw the implementation of the National Entrepreneurship Development Program, a tripartite arrangement between Industrial Training Fund, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria, and Bank of Industries. Smedan trains on entrepreneurship. ITF trains on vocational. Bank of Industry trains, gives them cash. That year, I know of many of my colleagues that wrote over 200 business plans. If you remember that time, please clap for yourself. So that we don't do the second stanza of the national anthem and our opening prayer. 1, 2, 3.
And CEO of Smedan, our home as Iwaju of Nigeria MSME ecosystem. All the directors from Smedan and the deputy directors, our guest speakers, Ambassador Ayola Olukani and Dr. Femi Adefila, all the zonal coordinators and our state managers, various BMOs present here, the media and the security personnel, ladies and gentlemen, all of you. Let me gladly welcome you all to this year's management retreat with the theme enhancing institutional capacity for greater impact on the MSMEs ecosystem. This year's theme clearly points the way towards immediate direction of the agency's efforts to reposition the MSME subsector for improved performance. The management retreat has become an annual ritual where we meet in a relaxed atmosphere to deliberate on ways to upscale our work, on how to reposition our agency, how to improve our services to MSMEs operators, and importantly, to review our performance of the preceding years with a view to improving upon them. In recent years, we have recorded great progress towards the attainment of our organizational goals and objectives. Yet, much is still desired. What this implies is that we must continue to rejig our strategies so that they can be more responsive to the peculiar needs of the sector's operators. This retreat offers another platform to continue to work out new strategies for the sector's growth. Let us take advantage of it. As the theme of this year's retreat proceeds, building and enhancing our institutional capacity is pertinent if interventions and programs must be impactful on the MSME's ecosystem. It is our duty, therefore, to shape the future of the MSME sector. Futurists, technologists, and innovators often think ahead. So much drivers of this sector too. Let us use this retreat to effectively review our performances so far. Let us identify our performance gaps, and importantly, let us visualize implementable solutions to ease the discharge of our duties. Distinguished guests and colleagues, as I welcome you to the 2023 Management Retreat, I want to inform you all that this is an open forum for frank discourse.
Yes. That sets the ball rolling. It's not hidden. For a leadership to sit down and allow that to be read, you should know the kind of instrumentalities in Smedan. It says, and I quote, "This forum is an open forum. Frank talk and a host of other things will be said while a director general casually sits down. You cannot implement anything. Whatever you are doing, even between husband and wife, if there is no communication, effective communication, we'll have issues. It's going to be speaking on effective communication in the workplace, and we'll be doing a lot in that area. They will be opening up a lot of it for us, and we'll be having so many things to discuss. We will be having goodwill messages from our partners, our supportive stakeholders, and they will be speaking in 2 minutes, because we will give them a longer time. I know they will say so much on what we are doing and how we are doing it. But please, we want to restrict ourselves to like 2 minutes to have goodwill messages from our partners. Let me start with somebody in the private sector. We are proud of them because we know they say the truth the way it is. Can I invite to the high table one of the certified BDSPs we have in Nigeria, Prince Ajisevimin Ayodeji Tajudin, National Vice President, Nastv, to give a short goodwill message for this event. You're welcome, sir.
I'm proud to be an Ofaman. Call my name Ajishefini, not Ajishefini. You are all welcome to Kwara State. My name is Prince Ajishefini Ayodeji Tajudin, popularly called Jagaban of Enterprise. I welcome you on behalf of National President of Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Enterprise, in person of Dr. Abdurrashid Erima, to our state, the state that is producing the best entrepreneurs in the northern part of Nigeria, the gateway to food security, the gateway to innovation, the state where entrepreneurs grow and grow. We would like to appreciate the support so far from Smedan to our state, especially to the women. Our women are really doing well through your support. In the area of the shea butter, food processing in Kwara North, vocational driving for vegetable farmers, and we need more. God Almighty will continue to support Smedan. I am proud to be part of Smedan because I added another name to my name by calling myself Doctor, because BTSP is not a joke. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm actually a Nigerian. I speak Kanuri, I speak Igbo, I speak Hausa, and I speak Yoruba slightly. I'm a village, but just like you know, we have been told to migrate. All of us migrated. When they said about the indigenship of Nigeria, I laugh. When you check historically, some people say they are from Mecca, Bayajida. You are a stranger. Some people say they are
and staff retreat. For some of those people that planned this retreat, this is something that we should have had some months back. Our plan was to usually have these in the first quarter of the year. But we all know that this is a year of election, and so many things are happening, so it has not been easy for us. In fact, making it happen, we had to think out of the box. It was not easy at all. And let me appeal to some of you who had to travel all the way, and some of you that couldn't even get your allowances that will get you here. We crave your indulgence. We will make sure that everything is sorted out. The MC, Mashood, we planned that we are going to manage time, but you are the one that is dragging me. So, moving forward, we have to be time conscious, because we have a lot to do. It's going to be a very busy day for all of us. So you will recall that I attended last year's retreat in New York as the acting Director General. And today I've been confirmed as the Director General. I must thank you all for your continued support. In the course of the year, I've had reasons to meet different categories of staff. We have interacted, but this is at the head office. This is a unique opportunity to now interact with state officers, with a number of you. Some of you have not seen this year, so it's a very good opportunity. Let us take full advantage of this opportunity. I'm very convinced that we are all more than ever before committed to jointly build on the foundation that my predecessors had laid, to which I was also deeply involved. Like you all know, the annual management and staff retreat throws up the opportunity for us to fraternize and chart ways of progression. Hence, we always excitedly look forward to it. It is in this regard that I wish to commend the team that worked to ensure the retreat held. There is no doubt that the theme of this year's retreat, enhancing institutional capacity for greater impact on MSME ecosystem, is quite apt. And sincerely, I want us to take it very serious because if we don't enhance our capacity, we won't be able to deliver to the MSME community. So there's no doubt that the theme connects with the agency's immediate priorities and the prevailing exigencies of the MSME sector. I want to specifically welcome everyone here to the Asian city of Ilorin. The choice of the city of Ilorin is deliberate, as we are conscious of the noble and very innovative efforts of the state in terms of MSME development, and this has been echoed by the National Vice President of Nastv. As Nigeria's nodal entrepreneurship development agency, we have a duty to invent and renew strategies to consolidate on the gains of the past years. The agency is gradually but clearly departing from the usual approach of service delivery through a deliberate overhaul of our processes and human capital development. One thing I'm sure of is that all the participants here, especially our state managers, have a unique role to play to contribute to the robust engagement and discourse that will not just birth a new agency, but also ensure we make measurable impacts on the over 39 million MSMEs in Nigeria. The way we think and work must align with the new rebranding efforts. We must be ready to bring all the condiments and spices warehoused with individuals into a central port that will adequately feed the MSME community. As part of the rebranding effort, the agency will strive to stamp its authority within the MSME development space through well-coordinated and impactful programs and through functional relationships with enabling institutions, public and private. There is no doubt that the agency has made some measurable impacts, both at the national and subnational levels, as captured in our annual impact assessment report, which will be presented here. However, the ever-evolving dynamics of MSMEs demand that we tweak our strategies to ensure inclusivity and sustainability built on efficient service delivery. Flowing from the above, the agency has embarked on addressing the challenges of MSMEs through the provision of common facility centers in some functional clusters. The initiative is to help remove the drudgery that most of our MSMEs are often faced with and make them more competitive in the global marketplace. So far, we have been able to establish common facility centers in Abuja, Kaduna, Katsina, Lagos, and Nnewi. And before the end of the year, we also hope to do more. It is common knowledge that common facility centers encourage innovative startups and significantly help address the issues that borders on poor access to finance, workspace, personnel and compliance standards, and a whole lot more. The agency is ready to work with willing state governments to help grow NMSMEs through the Common Facility Center initiatives. What this means is for state managers to see how they can connect their states to this new initiative. Despite the current economic challenges, the import of our successes in the outgoing year is not lost on the sector, and the impact on the nation's economy in general are clearly evident. Through our many development programs across all the departments, we have painstakingly worked towards improving existing businesses and growing new ones across the country. The implementation of our various programs in the past years were highly impactful on beneficiaries. Going forward, we will be working to improve on those performances by increasing the number of beneficiaries, improving on the quality of our services and program content, increasing capacity, and further strengthening partnership with stakeholders within the ecosystem. And as much as the retreat theme focuses on enhancing institutional capacity, we equally need an efficient and effective human capital to cause the desired change that will position MSMEs as the true engine of growth. Capacity building, tailored to meet specific needs of staff, will be a major initiative my office will drive. I will task the Admin and Human Resources Department to ensure that the best of every staff is identified, developed, and utilized. We need the inputs of every staff to be able to address ever-evolving challenges within the MSME space. To this end, we have agreed to set aside a percentage of funds available for programs to take care of our training needs. Everybody must benefit from training, and it will be need-based. We must align with the global trends to survive in this very competitive, yet vulnerable subsector of our economy. I'm confident that participants will at the end of the retreat learn and be abreast with latest technologies, business models, and strategies as we hold the MSME operators a duty to invent innovative and disruptive strategies to help them stay afloat. Like we all know, the last few months have been particularly very challenging for businesses in Nigeria, with the MSME sector being worse hit. The removal of subsidies on petroleum products has affected nearly every sector of the economy. The impact of the subsidy removal, especially for nano, micro, small and medium enterprises has led to high cost of goods and services, high cost of transportation, increase in the unemployment market, and some enterprises are even closed shop as a result of high operating costs. Nevertheless, we must remain optimistic that these are temporary pains and sacrifices to make collectively to rebirth a robust and sustainable economy. We must do our own part to make sure that we support SMEs to reduce the pains they are facing during this period. For those of us that are not aware, the agency is fully involved in the technical design of the implementation strategy of the federal government's palliative to nano, micro, small and medium enterprises, most especially with regard to the conditional grant scheme for nano enterprises. We must be prepared to deliver on set milestones to the 1 million targeted beneficiaries in the scheme, just like we were instrumental to the successes recorded in the last Survivor Fund program. At this point, it is important that we remind ourselves that the MSME sector remains the engine of critical economic growth and poverty reduction globally. Thus, the onus is on us as facilitators, drivers and promoters of the sector to resolve to create the right enabling environment for the MSMEs to grow. This retreat, therefore, provides us with another opportunity to chart a new roadmap towards repositioning the sector in a restructured and more efficient manner. Our new focus gradually shifting to the delivery of business development support services, which has made more measurable impacts on beneficiaries rather than the classroom training. I will encourage state managers and zonal coordinators to participate in the BDS certification program. Specifically from next year, it will be compulsory for all state managers to get certified. We are ready to support you in this regard. We will also realize the significant role technology is playing in MSME development. It has gradually closed the huge divide that hitherto existed in access of information by the MSMEs. The agency is riding on a partnership platform with the GIZ and the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, to play a major role in the establishment and management of data transformation centers. The implementation of some of the programs will no doubt put to test our technical expertise and commitment to develop the subsector. I know that we have the capacity to deliver. You may recall in the first quarter of 2021, we launched the agency-wide strategic plan where members of the committee were drawn from all departments, zonal and state offices to make submissions on our various programs, assess our strengths, review our weaknesses and opportunities. The new strategic plan has gradually repositioned the agency for the attainment of our organizational goals and objectives. It has also helped us to identify critical stakeholders with whom we are building sustainable partnerships to further strengthen our resolve to complement government overarching strategy of reducing unemployment and to further fast-track ease of doing business. So far, we're on the right track. Needless to state that more still needs to be done to attain the height we collectively desire. Ladies and gentlemen, this retreat, as we know, is a close family meeting, creating the right ambience for frank engagement. Please let us provide consensus feedbacks on all our programs and their implementation across all the states of the Federation. Every constructive criticism on our programs and processes are therefore welcome. So please feel free to say your mind. It's an opportunity for us to understand what is going on at the different states. 3 years ago, we recruited new staff members into our fold, thereby increasing the agency's workforce for efficient service delivery. I'm particularly impressed with their speedy integration into the workings of the agency. It is my expectation that their various inputs and contributions will continue to strengthen our activities going forward. I therefore urge all the new employees to double their efforts to justify their various placements. Let me further use this opportunity to commend all our staff for working assiduously towards the attainment of organizational goals and objectives. Worthy of mention is the immediate past staff union executives that partnered effectively with management for smooth administration of the agency. Management will continue to work with the new union executives to consolidate on the gains attained thus far. Let me reiterate here that the agency's management places very high premium on staff welfare. We reckon that a highly motivated workforce will undoubtedly drive efficient service delivery. Management in this regard will continue to improve on welfare of the staff by exploring all avenues feasible. Nevertheless, it is important to note that to whom much is given, much is expected. Therefore, the onus is on us all to step up on our individual schedules and improve on our productivity. The specially packaged orientation program by the Admin and Human Resource Department should manifest in our renewed attitude to work. We had this human resource workshop in the head office, and I've instructed the head of admin to do a summary of what we did in the head office so that state managers and everybody here will be able to benefit from what we learned. Emphasis will enforce the place on performance, as plans are already in place to identify and reward high flyers in the system. Part of the takeaway from that training is that moving forward, there won't be anything like APA again to access staff. So we will not be using annual performance evaluation reports that some of us even score ourselves. Every promotion will now be based on performance, which will be scientifically measured. I want us all to leave this retreat with a new understanding that everybody is important. Let us do our own bit, and let's do less of running down of others. To enhance staff welfare, I intend to inaugurate a welfare committee immediately after the retreat. As you are all aware, the agency is already 20 years old, and that comes with a lot of reawakening and re-strategizing for higher impact. Moving forward, I want us to rebrand and have a new sense of belonging and approach to work. As part of effort in this regard, the agency has moved to a new corporate office that is befitting of a 20-year-old organization. We have also come up with a new logo to show the world that we are prepared to give renewed hope to the MSME community. In the same vein, we are set to redesign our website to make it more user-friendly and very robust. I've also met with the leadership of the National Assembly, and they have assured us that the agency's proposed Amendment Act will be given expedited consideration. Part of our new resolve is to work as much as possible in partnership with a lot of organizations and development partners. Already, we are working closely with a number of MDAs and international bodies like the GIZ, UNIDO, UNDP, ILO, Commonwealth Secretariat, ECOWAS Secretariat, African Union. In line with global best practices, the agency now has a gender desk. We have also made commitment to sustain the GIZ GOPA ICSS training. That's Inspire, Create, Start and Scale Entrepreneurship Training. Mr. Evans will talk about this in the course of the retreat. We are also revisiting our XPS program in conjunction with UNIDO. There are a host of other initiatives that will be announced in the coming weeks, implying that we must brace up and renew our can-do spirit. So much is expected of us, and we must prove the pessimists wrong. I want us to deliver on all fronts. To do this, some of our headquarters staff and state manager must wake up from their slumber. Once again, I I thank you all for your unalloyed support, as I have no doubt that this retreat will lay a solid and strong foundation for the sustained growth and development of this sector that we will all be proud of. Thank you all, and God bless.
A staff discipline community. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for always being a father for us all the time. And thank you for using the carrot more than the cane all the time. We promise on behalf of staff that we'll do our best. Let's put our hands together for the DJ again. While the Director General CEO was making a speech, one of our invited guests came in. She is the technical head for Kwara NGA Cares for MSMEs in Kwara State. Hajia Rukarachi Yaya, please stand up for recognition. Can I also have the kind permission of the members of the high table to invite Ambassador Ayola to please come forward here. He's one of our resource persons. Then Dr. Femi Adefila, please come forward so that we'll start seeing your face here. Yes, we are getting there. I'll be inviting Hajia, the director, to actually give us the opening address by the special guest of honor. Let's put hands together for Hajia as you come to the high table.
Various challenges affecting MSMEs development in Nigeria. In addition, I also congratulate and commend the management and staff of the agency for the synergy and robust working relationship that exists among the policy, Smedan, MPs, and organized private sectors. It is not a fallacy to say MSMEs plays a pivotal role in stimulating the economic growth, supporting inclusive growth, creating decent jobs, and a key vehicle for poverty reduction and improvement of livelihoods. I am indeed humbled and delighted that the agency is implementing several programs to support the MSMEs, not only in the state, but the country as a whole. Some which include MSMEs, mass registration project, one local government, one product, conditional grant scheme for micro enterprises in Nigeria, national business scheme development initiative, MSME survival fund under the National Economic Sustainability Plan, among others. All these programs aim at providing access to finance, work skills, capacity building, working capital, equipment, micro insurance, formalization and business development services to MSMEs in the state. You will recall that the support of micro, small and medium enterprises, development and eradication of poverty in the state, His Excellency the Executive Governor of Kwara State, on assumption of office in 2019, established Kwara State Social Investment Program, KWASI, resuscitation and strengthening the law establishing the Bureau of SMEs and renaming of the former Ministry of Commerce and Cooperative to the new Ministry of Business, Innovation and Technology. All these are aimed at conformity and practicing shift to MSMEs funding, and these are aimed at conformity and development. The state has also keyed into the NGTS program of the federal government, which is anchored by the KWASI, in addition to its various programs such as the conditional cash transfers, financial support, and empowerment to businesses grant, OSU, UARU, traders loan, etc., and are strategically configured scheme to ensure that funds are made available and accessible for viable businesses, cooperative groups, and entrepreneur individuals to start up, establish, and grow their businesses in the state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I cannot close this speech without letting you know and appreciate the emphatic and giant stride of this administration as regards the various developmental projects in the state, and to support businesses and funding of various creative products like shared water processing and production factory at Kayama local government in collaboration with federal government, and replication of sale in Guanara, Bariton local government, where the state has highest population of shared water trees, and the garment factory, tissue art center, sugar field factory, international conference center, agro-processing zone, as well as opening agrarian areas with roads while missing the business climate geared towards this goal. Consequently, the state government has taken various steps to tackle multiple taxation and exploitation of the business people. Government will continue to engage relevant stakeholders in this regard. The executive order 001 on ease of doing business, restructuring of growth of land, for its allocation of land, and issuance of certificate of occupancy, C.O.F. The constitution of the State Committee on MSC and one-stop investment center cannot be overemphasized, and they need to revive and resuscitate those skills to drive and attract more investment. Thus, the need for concerned MNDC to wake up to this clarion call. On this note, I wish to appreciate and commend the effort of small and medium enterprises development agencies of Nigeria for living up to expectation and to encourage them not to relent on their effort and hours of transforming and industrializing the country and the state. By this, together we can build the state of our dreams. At this junction, it is my pleasure to again welcome you all to this great occasion and wish you all a nice and successful celebration. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. This is Nastv Africa, and my name is Nastv, and today is Smedan Management Retreat. And I am duly invited as the representative of Kwara State, Kwasip. Please, can we meet you?
My name is Mrs. Rukaya Yaya. I'm the acting technical head for Kwara Indicate for MSME.
Thank you very much. What are you doing here today?
I'm one of the invited guests, being one of the stakeholders in the MSME sector. What our program does is actually designed to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on nano, micro, and small-scale businesses in the state. And we are currently working on giving these businesses some grants in order to help them also upscale.
Thank you very much. What's your partnership with Smedan?
Like I said, Smedan is one of our major stakeholders, and we try as much as possible to carry them along on the program, sensitize them about the program, and to let them know how businesses that are under the agency can also benefit from this grant. And I think it has been a good collaboration so far. They also make sure that they made their own business association register for the Kwara NG Cares program. So we are moving on well.
Thank you very much. Any word for the SME?
I think the word I have is for businesses to make sure that they have proper structure, they have proper documentation. There are a lot of opportunities out there right now being created for a lot of businesses, not only at the state level, but at the federal level as well. And the World Bank is also working tirelessly to make sure that they push in all the effects of the economy meltdown and post COVID-19 pandemic effect, you know. So to make it easy for these businesses to participate or to benefit from such grants or even soft loan is about making sure that they have proper business structure and proper documentation and records.
Thank you very much. Look ahead. It's a pleasure meeting you. My name is Nastv from Nastv Africa, and please can we meet you, sir?
Well, I'm proud to be part of Nastv. My name is Prince Ajish Efini in the Jagaban of Enterprise.
Thank you very much. I mean, what are you doing here today?
We are opportune to host Smedan, the umbrella body of MSME agency in Nigeria, in Kwara State, for their annual management retreat.
Thank you very much. What do you do?
I'm a business practitioner, a BDSP, a business doctor.
So what advice do you have for the SME owners in Nigeria as of today?
Perseverance and endurance is the ultimate to this situation. We should not be tired. Tough time don't last. Tough people do.
Thank you very much. Yeah, good. Sir. My name is Nasir Abdulkadir from Nastv Africa. Please, can we meet you, man?
Yes. Good. My name is Salahuddin Ralias Bola, the Director of Industry, Ministry of Business Innovation and Technology.
Thank you very much, man. So, what do you have to say about today's event?
In fact, it's a very great one because we really appreciate the Smedan for bringing this kind of retreat to Kwara State. This one will be able to enable them to the state to gain more on what the MSC is doing in the federal state and what they can do for us in Kwara State.
Thank you very much. What are the plans of Kwara State for the SME from your ministry?
We are, if you can receive from the speech I read, you can see that the state government, Malam Abdulrahman Abrazak, is doing great on this because he contend the issue of doing business very well in state to be very paramount. So that's why he opened many programs, many opportunities for the state to benefit from.
Thank you very much. Do you have any advice for the SME owners?
In fact, it's only when you meet people you know where your problems start. So that this kind of program it will open many ways for people to know where they are and where they are going, so that they will be able to promote their business very well.
Please, what's your name again?
My name is Salahuddin Rali Abdullah, the Director of Industry, Ministry of Business, Innovation and Technology.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. All right. Yeah. You're welcome, sir. My name is Nastv from Nastv Africa. Please, can we meet you, sir?
My name is Ambassador Ayo Olukoni. I'm here as one of the resource persons to speak about the enhancing the capacity of Smedan to be able to deliver on its mandate as far as MSMEs is concerned. And you know, MSMEs are the backbone of the Nigerian economy, and of course, the people themselves, in terms of the whole issue of truly, bringing out 100 million Nigerian Nadava and to pursue the renewed hope agenda.
Thank you very much. What word for Smedan?
My word for Smedan is that indeed Smedan should stay focused on its agenda against the background of the new national policy on micro, medium, and small scale enterprises. It should pursue its agenda, and I'm delighted we have a director general who is in-house, who knows the road, who's been with it, and the staff will continue to retraining, then key into the new industrial revolution, which is the fourth industrial revolution in terms of IT and so on. The agency should stay focused. For it, MSMEs should be the heart of the matter, and it should be a matter of the heart for members of staff of the agency.
Matter of the heart.
Yeah, the heart of the matter and a matter of the heart in terms of them.
Thank you very much. One word for the SME.
Well, the SMEs out there should, of course, key into the new business ecosystem, which is running on the area of fintech, technology, and the connection between technology as well as the physical businesses. They should key into it. That is the future. That is the future.
Thank you very much. Please, your name again.
My name is Ambassador Ayola Olukoni, a former Director General of NASIMA, and also a former career diplomat. I was former High Commissioner of Nigeria to Australia, with concurrent accreditations to New Zealand, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and Vanuatu. Now I'm back home to be able to, of course, be part and parcel of building a new Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Nastv from Nastv Africa. It's an online mentorship platform that represents Africa. Please, can we meet you, sir?
My name is Dr. Femi Adefila.
It's a pleasure. What do you come to do here today? I mean, why are you here today?
Well, at Smedan Retreat, I'm speaking on the importance of organizational communication, or what we call workplace communication, that you can build the right message from within. In mass communication, organizational communication is a very important area of study, because no matter the size of an organization, be it nano, be it micro, be it small, be it medium, be it big, it is important that communication cascade down the ladder from the gateman to the director general. They must be on the same page as far as policy issues are concerned, as far as objectives are concerned, as far as goals of the organization is concerned. If there's a break in the communication channel, they cannot achieve success, they can achieve goal, they can achieve set objectives. So it's important that everybody, as members of staff of an organization, they're on the same page, and that's effective and efficient workplace communication that they can achieve success.
Thank you very much. Do you have the same kind of advice for the government?
I think it's very important. There's a break in channel of communication because there is a disconnect between the government and the government. If the government listens to the governed, perhaps we'll be on the same page. Democracy will be better if we build it on effective communication. You take the yearnings, the aspirations, the concerns of the people, you take it seriously and you pay attention to it. Because most often than not, people in government, they are disconnected from the people. The people around them, the functionaries, they form a ring around them. They don't get to hear from the people. So they assume that they're doing the right thing. But most often, they are not doing the right thing. That's a disconnect. Because they don't have the ears of the people. But if they can listen to the people, that's a channel of communication. Of course, they will govern right, because they know the yearnings, the aspirations, and the concerns of the people who voted for them.
Thank you very much. Smedan represents empowerment of a grassroots economy. What what advice do you have for the SME owners out there?
The advice I have for them, for Nigeria as a nation, we should take Smedan very seriously because our nation is going through a dire strait. We are in a cul-de-sac. The figures are not smiling. When you have 41% unemployment rate, when you have 81 trillion naira indebtedness, and when you spend 90% of your earning as a nation to service debt, those are not good figures. When you have 24% headline inflation and 26% food inflation, this is the time to take SME seriously. If you go to China, China has about 140 million SMEs. That represents about 96% of their total business enterprise. So, and it creates about 75% of the jobs within the China business ecosystem. So we need to take SME very seriously. That is the best way to see ourselves out of this doldrum.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure meeting you. Please, can you mention your name again?
Dr. Femi Adefila.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. My name is Nastv. I'm recording from Nastv Africa. Please, can we meet you and what do you do?
Yes, I'm Dr. Tejidini Abasolanka. I'm the acting GM for our State Social Investment Program here at Lawrence.
Thank you very much. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations again. I just wanted to be journalist. So, sir, what about today? Why what brought you here today?
Yes, I came here because of the selection program being done by Smedan, because Smedan is a partner agency to Kwasip, and all in line with the developmental stride of the government. As a result of that, they are just like a sister agency, and we believe that there's need for us to collaborate together and form a kind of a synergy, that we enhance business booming and creativity in terms of business oriented programs. This is my first time of coming here. I've just been appointed, and I need to really acclimatize myself with so gradually, I'm
a very good one. Please, now based on your appointment, what are the immediate plans that you have? I mean, maybe the governor wants you to achieve with the office.
Yes, in line with the developmental stride of His Excellency Malam Abdulrahman Abrazak and his passion in elevation of poverty for the poor, I believe that there is need. The essence of the agency, the essence why he created the agency is for poverty alleviation, because we believe that as a result of the time that we have, many people are have been subjected to poverty, and the government is not too friendly with that. So, in the initiative of His Excellency Malam Abdulrahman Abrazak, he created this agency, and one of those things is that he had structurally, structured the agency. For example, we have program for the aged, we have program for the youth, we have program for all these small and medium businesses, the nano traders, and every other agencies. In fact, there are other programs too, intervention programs, the World Bank and Step programs too, that we are partnering with the World Bank so that our people to a level can be assisted, and that would bring a kind of succor to our people.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. We still come to the office to know much about your program. Can you mention your name again?
I'm Dr. Tejidini Abasolanka. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. My name is Nastv. I'm the country from Nastv Africa. It's a pleasure meeting you, sir. Please, can you mention your name for the viewers?
Thank you very much. My name is Olawale Fasonya. I'm the Director General of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. What are we doing here today? What brought you to Kwara State?
Well, we converge here for a retreat. And this retreat involves all our state officers from across the 36 states and FCT and our zonal directors. So because we do this once every year to look at our programs, to see whether we are being impactful, and to get feedback from the different states so that we can plan better. So it's a serious brainstorming session for us because we are going to get feedback from each state, and then we'll propose solutions before we leave the retreat.
Thank you very much, sir. So what are the things that, how can you measure yourself? What can you say in terms of estimation about Smedan activities in the past maybe 5-10 years ago?
Well, in terms of impact, we have been doing annual impact assessment of our program. So we really know where we are. We have been able to touch a number of Nigerians. We have programs that are running in different local governments across the federation. We have programs that are running in senatorial districts. And this is in terms of capacity building, in terms of supporting MSMEs to access funds, in terms of helping MSMEs to showcase their products. So we have all these programs across the country, and they have been very impactful based on our assessment. Yes.
All right, sir. Please, there's this question about the Smedan certificate. What is the importance of this? A lot of people have been asking questions about it.
Well, we came about having SMEs register on a platform that we call MSME Mass Registration Platform. So if you register on this platform, it generates a certificate for you. That certificate has a unique number, which is unique to your business. Now, why people are being impatient. Currently, we are cleaning up the data because Nigerians are funny. We have people that did multiple registrations. We have to clean it up. So after cleaning the data up, anybody that's registered on that platform are the people that will enjoy our services. So we encourage a lot of people to go and register. Already, we have put in place a subsidized insurance for their businesses. When we clean up the data, we are also looking at opportunity of matchmaking businesses. If you are in Kwara and you are producing coconut oil, maybe you don't need to go to Badagry to source your coconut. Somebody is already bringing it here. When we go on that platform, we will be able to matchmake you with somebody that is already bringing coconuts to Kwara instead of you traveling to Badagry. So it will help us, and then we will know where a particular SME is. We will be able to follow them up. And like I said, we want to stop classroom training. We want to go to the marketplace and give advisory services to SMEs. Without the data, we won't be able to know where they are. And that is why we are doing this.
Very much. So one word for the SME owners out there.
Well, like I always say, think big, start small. You will get there.
Thank you very much. Play your name again, finally.
Ali Fasanya, Director General, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure having you, sir. That's the DG Smedan. Just spoke to us about the importance of registering your business under the Smedan. I have the certificate in order to enjoy all the facilities and the services. Thank you. My name is Nastv from Nastv Africa. Thank you.